Hey guys, welcome to Life Theory.
Today, we're learning about what we can learn from pets. We're going to see that just the simple act of owning pets can teach us responsibility and can teach us discipline, which sound very similar, but we'll point out the differences in today's episode.
We'll also talk about what it has to teach us about love and about being a good person, as well as how adorable and cute they are. Hey guys, welcome to Life Theory. Like we said in the intro, we're talking about pets. We've had a lot of baby talk because babies are adorable, especially this one. But yeah, we were just talking about kind of going back and forth, like, there's a lot to learn about pets and about how, I think specifically, what can we learn from pets, and I think, like, things we can learn that we can then apply to other things other than pets.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty to learn about pets, how they train, how to train them, how to, what's the best thing to feed them, what's the best schedule of taking them out, vet visits, vaccines, whatever. There's a lot. And we are experts on none of that.
Yeah.
So we specifically are like, what are some things we learn from taking care of pets that we can apply to our daily life and that affect our character? But first, what are we drinking?
We are drinking peach lemonade.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could tell it was like very lemonade forward, but then there was something else in there.
Yep. I don't know if I stuck enough peach in it, but so it's the homemade lemonade again.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of lemon juice, some peach flavor syrup, and then for the water we have our Soda Stream. So that gave us some fizzy water.
I noticed. Yeah, there's a little bit. I like that. That's pretty good.
It's nice. Yeah. Sounds
I know. Sorry to pause the podcast, but I just started working at a Dunkin' Donuts, and just today, we have a peach energy syrup we have like an energy refresher, but it's like carbonated, so it's basically an energy drink.
Yeah.
I had a great idea, or I thought it was a great idea, and it turned out to be a good idea, where I took, I had half the amount of energy syrup, because it's a very sweet, very sour drink, so I took half of it, pumped it into a large cup, and I filled the rest with black tea.
Oh.
And it was peach flavored. So It was a very good peach tea.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, and it had extra caffeine.
Yeah.
Because 24 milligrams per pump.
Oh, wow.
A large has 8 pumps.
Wow. That's 180-ish milligrams.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, so I had like half that.
Yeah.
So just under 100. Yeah, it was delicious. So.
That sounds really good.
So y'all, if you ever want to, if you're ever at Dunkin', ask them for the Dunkin' Peach Zero Energy Refresher with half pumps for whatever size you have, and black tea as the base. That's how you'll get exactly what I had, and it's delicious. But for now, we have peach lemonade. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about dogs.
Dogs.
and cats.
Pets in general.
And I think a lot of what we're talking about even will like go out into like farming and livestock.
Yeah.
Of things you can learn from taking care of animals.
Yep. And it's a little more focused on pets.
It is.
But yes.
But yeah. So whether you have a dog, a cat, a bird, a Chihuahua, they're a different breed.
Yeah.
This is some things we've learned. So let's get into it because I'm stalling for some reason.
Yeah. So the idea is what we learn from pets. What do we learn from pets? And so the first thing that it kind of is obvious, and but we learn responsibility.
Yeah.
When you're now like a pet does not. Animals don't have souls, but it is alive. So at this point, you're taking care of another life.
Yes.
It's a little like you don't usually. Well, people probably do think about it that way nowadays.
Yeah, I think that's more normal nowadays.
Yeah, it didn't used to be. It used to be just like it's a dog, whatever. And I kind of lean more towards that side of things.
Whereas I have to be careful because I lean more towards no, it's mine, it's my beautiful precious.
Yeah.
But I also understand. Like I grew up in a farm, so I do understand. It's a dog,
Yes.
but it's my dog.
Yep. But you learn responsibility. Like, one of the first things you start by learning is just the basics. You should learn their basic needs.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs,
food,
cats. Yep.
They need water.
Yep.
They need whatever. If they're in a cage, they need that cleaned. Dogs need to be bathed. I need to give her a bath here pretty soon. So yeah, you just you learn that. And yeah, it helps you to have to learn someone else's needs.
Yeah.
And care about someone else's needs.
Yep. You learn about, like, you learn their signs, I guess you could say. You know, every animal is going to figure out how to somehow communicate to you, I'm hungry. And sometimes you can be like, yeah, okay, you just ate.
Yeah. If after with her, so when she's hungry, she just tries to eat everything. She's just like, I want to find food. When she's thirsty, I know. So normally I keep up with her water. Every once in a while, especially on a hot day, if she goes through it faster than I thought she would, she'll be out and I won't notice, and then she'll go into the bathtub and start licking the faucet because it leaks.
Yeah.
So she'll start licking it. And I was like, what? What do you do? Oh, okay. I get her some water.
Yeah.
So she communicates however she can.
For dogs, they'll figure out what they need to do to communicate to go outside. What's the matter?
Like her, she's not much of a barker, but if she needs to go outside, she'll bark.
Okay, yeah.
And so, like, I'm like, yeah, that's totally fine. That's a need that you have. I'd rather you bark than poop, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep. Our cat will... She will, when she's, like, hungry and if her food dish is empty, which we can fill her dish and then leave it for, like, 2 days.
Yeah.
Which is nice. But when she's hungry, she's just, like, constantly underfoot meowing her head off. It's very, very irritating.
But you don't miss it.
No, yeah. It's like, what is your... Oh, you must be hungry. You want to tell about the cat? You haven't even helped with the cat yet.
Well, and that goes into another thing that you were talking about, is learning responsibility is actually a reason that having animals is great when you have kids. Because an animal is a lot less of a responsibility than taking care of a child, or it's less of a responsibility than taking care of yourself.
Yep.
Because, good grief, when I moved out, I figured out I'm high maintenance. But having an animal is a less difficult version of that. So having a kid, even at like 5, 8 years old, it's their job to fill up the food and fill up the water, and they learn that of like, oh, this needs to be done for this animal to have a successful life. So it's really good training for later down the road when they have to take care of other people.
Yeah. Yep. And so the next thing that we learn kind of ties in with responsibility, but and that is discipline.
Yes.
So the way that it's different is discipline is when you're learning like things need to be done at a certain time.
Yeah.
You have to, like, feeding your animals. You need to learn the discipline of feeding them enough but not too much. So you need to feed them enough where they're not just going hungry, but you need to not feed them too much, because most animals will just keep eating and eating. I guess cats aren't quite as much, but
And her, for some reason, she's like a cat. She doesn't overeat. She was a little bit chubby when I first got her, but it was just because she didn't exercise enough.
Okay, yep. Yeah.
But yeah.
Then there's taking care of their needs in other ways.
Their bathroom needs.
Bathroom needs. You know,
you have to take them out when they need to. With cats, you clean their litter box if you have them indoor.
Or if you have other pets like birds or little pets in cages, you gotta clean out their cage and all that stuff.
Yeah, I know. Like with her, she taught me discipline. So now I run a quarter mile every day. I should say walk/run a quarter mile every day, because otherwise she gets really antsy. Like this is chill, but that's because it's not very late. But when it comes to like 9 o'clock and I get home, she's gonna be like, let's go for a run. And so she's actually taught me discipline, and also I have to get up extra early to take her out and to go potty before going to work. So now I can't just get up and go to work. I have to get up, get ready, and take her out, and then go to work. So it requires me to choose to get up earlier. Which is, discipline.
You can't sleep until last minute and
exactly.
So. And then there's also training. Like there are some pets you just can't really train. The little ones.
Turtle, hamster.
Birds, I guess.
Birds, actually, you can train them.
And some people say you can't train cats. I don't believe them. I've seen many examples of cats being trained.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and if nothing else, like with cats, right? And I've seen this, you training them what not to do, right? Training them what their boundaries are, of like, oh, you're not allowed on the table. Period.
Which my cat knows, but she does anyway, and she suffers the consequences. Stupid cat. Anyway.
But like with her, I've made it very, very clear, and it took a little bit of training. She was pretty good about this, but her previous owners were a little bit lax with scraps. Like feeding them from their hand and like stuff like that. And I made it very clear to her that if it's on the floor, she can have it. It's not on the floor, or if it's in a trash can, that is off limits. So it's very interesting. She still tries to push the limits. I'll be eating food, right? And she'll be sitting right there. She won't touch the plate. She won't put her paw on it. She won't lick it. But she'd be sitting so close to it, and I'll be eating. She's just like, and I have to be disciplined and not give her any food. And if I need to, I'll just shove her off and she'll respect that. But then, if it's on the floor, then she can eat it. But just, it's learning the idea of, like, for instance, having consistency. Like, I had a dog before this, where when we were out in the country, I had a very part-time job, and so I was able to be very consistent with him. Take him out on runs, run around the yard with him, train him, spend time with him. Then we moved to the city, and I got a job with more hours, and I didn't prioritize the dog.
Mm.
And I was just like, oh, my family can watch them and take them out. And they didn't, because they had their own life to live, you know?
Yeah.
And because of that, with that inconsistency of not knowing when he was going to be taken out or if he was going to be taken out to go potty, he started pooping in the house. And with not being taken on walks every day, he started getting really antsy and really like anxious, and he just it became a not great situation. And so we ended up giving him to a family that raises border collies. And
Okay.
yep, so he has brothers and sisters and has a fenced in 2-acre yard. Yeah.
So he's living the good life now.
He is, absolutely. So I'll miss you, Abe, if you're watching this. But that's something I had to learn from.
Yeah.
I was not consistent with my expectations and my communication of what's going to happen. And so he started reacting in bad ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's why with this dog, every time I come home, I take her out, and every morning I take her out, and every night I take her out, so that she knows I don't have to poop in the house.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be home. He's going to take me out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, and it teaches you that. Keeping your word, consistent expectations, being faithful to something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is, it's surprisingly difficult.
Yeah.
It's like, it's kind of weird how difficult consistency is.
Mm-hmm.
And discipline in general. Oh, yeah? Oh.
She's agreeing with that.
You're not old enough to know that yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's similar, responsibility, discipline, similar aspects
Yes.
of things that we can learn from owning pets.
And both of those hinge on the last point,
Yes.
which is selfless love. Because with a pet, you have to take care of something that can't take care of you in return.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not a business trade. It's not like, I go to Dunkin', right? And I work for them.
Mm-hmm.
In exchange, they give me money.
Yes.
Right? So I'm taking care of them because they're taking care of me.
Mm-hmm.
If they stop giving me money, I would immediately stop working for them.
Yeah.
Or, you're fixing your pipe so that you can use your sink.
Mm-hmm.
Taking care of something else that will take care of you.
Yeah.
And to a lesser extent, even like a marriage where it's like, oh, I'm taking care of you, you're taking care of me, we have this companionship.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's something like a dog or a baby, yes, they're awesome, they're cute and adorable,
Mm-hmm.
but they can't take care of themselves and they can't take care of you.
Nope.
So you have to love them selflessly to be able to actually take care of them and have a relationship with them.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me of the verse in Proverbs.
Mm-hmm.
This is something. So my dad is definitely. We always had a dog growing up. Not always. There was a few years we didn't, but whatever.
Sure.
Pretty much always had a dog growing up. And my dad likes having dogs,
Mm-hmm.
and many of the dogs were his idea.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple times the dogs was because us kids were like, we want a dog, but many times it was because he wants a dog. But he's definitely more of that side of just like, it's a dog, whatever. But he also understands these things we've been talking about. Like, the dog is its responsibility. It requires discipline. But then there's a verse in Proverbs that that I think everybody should know in regards to owning pets and owning animals. It said Proverbs 12:10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. So essentially, a righteous man is going to, does my hand taste good? Sorry, is going to like regard the life of his beast, like this.
Like even when it comes down to the beast,
Yeah.
he regards life.
Hey.
And he's merciful and caring and loving to a beast.
Yeah.
Because he is just strives for righteousness in every aspect of his life.
Yeah. So a good man's gonna take care of his animals.
And then it says, with the wicked, even their tender mercies are cruel.
That's the kind of person you see who says they're teaching their dog good lessons, and you're like, no, that's just animal cruelty.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's. I think there's something. Definitely there's proper ways to punish dogs. Same way there's proper ways to punish kids. In order to teach them what is right and what is wrong. But you should never. First of all, I think the same thing applies to kids and animals. It is wicked if it's out of anger.
Yes.
And if it's cruel or unusual, it's also wicked.
Yeah. And there's at least one spot, if not a couple spots, in the Bible where God says, man has dominion over everything. All creatures, man has dominion. That's the ultimate rule.
Yep. Because animals don't have a soul.
Yeah. But at the same time, we see here, God's like, you have dominion, but I expect you not to be a wicked jerk about this.
Exactly. I grew up on a farm, so I have a lot of experience with animals, and there was times where we had to put an animal down.
Mm-hmm.
And, for those who maybe didn't grow up on a farm, that's a very hard and very difficult thing.
Yeah.
But we would, if we had to, it's like, you use either a very sharp object or a bullet, and it's done quickly. Because the thing is, we have dominion. So if the animal has to be put down, that happens. But while you have an animal, you have to care for it. And just like with my dog, since I couldn't properly care for it, because I regarded his life, I think it was the best thing to give it to someone else.
Yeah.
Right? Now, and that's where animals and kids are very different. Whereas with a kid, it's like, oh, no, you have to just drop everything else and take care of the kid, because there's a soul in there. There's something that is eternal that you are striving for, versus an animal that is temporary. And so that regarding of life isn't necessarily being like, oh yeah, we got to keep them alive as long as possible.
No,
it's more, while they're alive, you have to be very, very considerate. And it just shows character. It shows character for someone to be considerate enough and merciful enough that even the life of an animal, they're like, no, we should care about that. We should consider that.
Yeah.
Whereas with a wicked person who's like, whatever, it's just a dog, and kicking it around, not feeding it properly, and not caring, and that shows cruelty and wickedness. So,
excuse me,
when you care for a dog, and you keep loving your pet, even when they're irritating. Because, going back to my dog, when I first started training him, he had really bad food aggression, and he bit one of us, and I knew, I was like, if that happens again, my dad's gonna get rid of it, because My dad's very much, we're not having aggressive animals in the house. So I had to deal with that, and it was really frustrating for a while. And then he would also run away a bunch, just because the house was chaotic and he didn't like it. And so I had to learn to love him, even though he didn't obey me, and he didn't trust me, and he would run from me, and I had to love him anyway. And that's something I've learned about. Like, he's the first place I learned how to give unconditional love.
Yeah.
Was a dog.
Yep.
And so, we can learn a lot from pets.
Mm-hmm. And then there's also just the selfish reasons. You know, the pets can definitely be a friend. If you're out living by yourself, you're feeling a bit lonely, get a pet. You know.
Yeah.
It's good for all these other things, and they're good for company.
Yeah. It's a really good form of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
An animal, because however, it's debated, is it fabricated, is it real, the bond you have. Either way, it's still this friendship, this thing, this life that wants you and wants to be around you, and barks and yips when you get home because they're like, he's home, yay, woohoo! Like her, every time I get home, I have to, she starts barking and yipping, and I'm very intentional and I've been doing this the past couple months. I don't acknowledge her until I sit down. I sit down, and then she jumps up onto the couch and rolls over, and I pet her belly, and it's great. And so it is really nice having an animal that's just like, oh, you're home. I like you. I want to follow you around.
Yeah.
So,
and petting a dog reduces blood pressure.
It does. There's actual therapy dogs that are trained to help kids and stuff, and that it works super well.
Yep.
So, for all these reasons, for character building, for discipline forming, for responsibility, and for learning how to love, as well as for receiving love, we'd recommend y'all get a dog or a cat or a bird, or maybe if you're really adventurous, like an otter.
Yeah, otters are so
Otters
funny.
are what's the other one? A ferret.
Oh yeah, ferrets.
Those are cool.
High energy. They don't live very long, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
But they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And they're super smart, super trainable.
Yeah. Don't get any form of a wolf though.
No.
That never turns out.
Yeah.
That never turns out.
Raccoons are not a good pet.
No.
You can train baby raccoons. Hush. But they will turn feral.
Mm-hmm.
Every single test.
Yeah.
Every single one has gone feral. Do not get a raccoon.
But I'm guessing we're not talking to hillbillies from the south. So you guys, whatever pet you're looking to get, probably a good idea. Oh, and if you want to get a reptile, you can, but nah, you do you. But
if you live in Wisconsin, you can get a kangaroo as a pet.
Yeah.
Legally.
Legally, you can get a kangaroo.
And I think penguins. I don't remember. What?
I think so.
What's the matter?
What a weird
Say hi to Uncle
set of
Sam.
laws we have.
Hello.
Well, our baby, your baby, my niece is telling us that it's time to go because she wants to talk to us. So we'll let you guys go. We'll talk to you guys later. It was a really fun episode. Yeah. Care for your pet. And we will all see you in the next episode.
Yep.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.